the King of Pop was under British surveillance for the Diana stuff. For him calling her 300 times on the phone. I think it'll come out. If it were to come out in the next, I don't know. I'll be in the celestial realm, like in 75 or 100 years, that he was under British surveillance, doing just that, and they had to, and they needed to, because he was probably a witness to monarchy affairs and stuff. He was probably heard stuff that was going on with what she was talking to him about, and over the phone, because they were like in sort of like a BFF relationship. I think that that's the reason why he's not here anymore. Because this event, with him doing that, probably, and Princess Diana, calling him, doing that, and it was probably telling him what was really going on in the monarchy, and what they were doing to probably children who had AIDS, or children who had I don't know, cancer problems, and what they were trying to do. I don't know what the politics were at the time, but this is probably what they were talking about in some of the phone calls, And the British government needed to fabricate stuff against the King of Pop. So they said, okay, he likes hanging around these children. Let's use this stuff. Let's use this stuff at child abuse. Okay, let's use child abuse, and let's use that as a cover to what we're really gonna do, and that we're gonna put him under surveillance the rest of his life. That's why maybe this is probably why he had to wear these face coverings, not because of the paparazzi, but because of them, because of those people. And when you look at this, it changes everything, and they use the same takedown artist, Martin Bashir, that they use the same killer journalist that they used on Diana, on Michael. They just had to make a documentary trying to discredit him, probably for what he knew about them, and our FBI, Lester Hart, that he's like the most vindicated case by the FBI. They found nothing. Like it was like a dozen or two dozen times they found nothing that indicated that he was a child abuser, and though they weren't happy, and he was swatted. Michael was probably swatted a lot of times not by us, them. They would be the ones that would probably not like what he probably witnessed or heard, and or probably overheard on the phone calls about children who probably had AIDS, and they were probably being, I don't know, he was probably hearing stuff what Diana was telling him, and that was probably involving probably cutting their benefits. I don't know, cutting their benefits in the UK, probably cutting their benefits in Africa, I don't know what the politics was, or what their type of politics are, but this is probably what it was like. And it's pretty obvious that he was probably taken out. That you disturbed the royal family and the British Empire. To quote the proverbial British Empire haunts her into an early grave. Like this guy, and yeah, I mean, this is probably what happened. He had to wear all these face coverings because he probably feared that the British were after him. The British law enforcement was after him, or he feared that they may, that he probably, because he was a witness to that. He was a witness to. And it makes so much sense now, you know, that this is why, because they needed this guy out. Okay? And that's how REYMEGA signing off.